They watch how you walk. Notice your word choices. Traque micro-expression. Analyze, turn it off. Every interaction becomes psychological study. People say, stop analyzing me, just be normal, but their brain automatically profiles everyone. Today, 3 objects reveal the psychology of people who can't stop analyzing people and why your constant observation isn't judgment. It's psychological pattern recognition. Emma analyzed everyone's body language unconsciously. Marcus profiled strangers instantly, not judgmental, just pattern recognizers. These objects witness psychological minds. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends because this validation matters. Comment, do you analyze everyone? Here we go.
Muggsy here. Rusty blue ceramic mug. I held coffee during mornings. Someone explained they weren't judging, we're reading. My owner, Emma, 29, social worker. Every conversation, automatic analysis, friend talking, Emma's brain simultaneously, body, language, arms crossed equals defensive. Tone pitch rising equals anxiety. Word choice, fine said 3 times equals not fine. Micro-expression, smile didn't reach eyes equals masking. Friend, normal conversation. Emma, psychological assessment happening unconsciously. I was there. Emma made coffee in me. After friend left, processing what she observed, this is psychology of pattern recognizers. They don't judge people, they read people. Not criticism, observation. Most people listen to words, take, at face value. Emma, listen to words, plus read subtext, plus analyze patterns, plus predict behavior. Automatic, can't disable. They see what people aren't saying more than what they are. Friend, I'm totally fine with my job. Words, positive. Emma noticed, said totally overcompensation. Shoulders slumped, resignation. Avoided eye contact, shame, sighed before speaking, burden. Real message, hating job, too scared to admit. Emma, are you sure? You seem stressed. Friend, shocked. How did you know, Emma? You told me, just not with words. They notice inconsistencies between verbal and nonverbal. Someone, I trust him completely. But, arms crossed protection, leaning away distance, jaw clenched tension, eyebrows furrowed doubt, body saying opposite of words. Emma automatically flags contradiction, can't unsee it. They're accused of overthinking when just observing. Accurately, friend, you're reading too much into things. Emma, I'm reading exactly what you're communicating. You're just not aware you're communicating it. Week later, friend's prediction Emma made came true. Friend, how did you know? Emma, you told me through your behavior, not psychic, observant. I held Emma's coffee during mornings carrying psychological assessments she didn't choose to analyze. Brain just does.
Spoony here, plastic spoon. I stirred ramen during quiet evenings, someone explained instant profiling. My owner, Marcus, 31, therapist, grocery store. Cashier interaction, 30 seconds. Marcus's brain in those 30 seconds, posture slouched equals low energy or depression. Eye contact, avoiding equals social anxiety or shame. Voice, monotone equals emotional flatness. Hands, trembling slightly equals anxiety or withdrawal. Ring, tan line, where wedding band was equals recent divorce. Diagnosis, probably depressed, recently divorced, struggling. Cashier, have a nice day. Marcus, you too, hope things get better. Cashier, startled, how did you? Marcus, just a feeling. They gather psychological data automatically from brief interactions. Not intentional profiling. Brain just does it. Marcus can't look at someone without automatic assessment. Threat level, emotional state, personality type, current struggles, behavioral patterns, happens in seconds. Unconscious, they're usually right, which makes it weirder. Marcus's instant profiles, 85 to 90% accurate. Meet someone 5 minutes. No. Attachment style, trauma indicators, defense mechanisms, communication patterns, core insecurities, confirmed later through actual conversation. Friends, how do you know all this? Marcus, you showed me. I just paid attention. They can't turn off professional mode in personal life. Marcus, off work. Still analyzing date, romantic dinner. Marcus's brain, anxious attachment, people-pleasing tendencies, father wound, evident self-worth issues, masked by achievement, date, having nice time. Marcus conducting psychological assessment, can't separate, always on, they see potential problems before they happen. Friend, introducing new boyfriend, everyone, he seems great. Marcus noticed love-bombing behavior, isolation tactics, starting gaslighting patterns, control disguised as care, stayed quiet, seemed judgmental. 6 months later, exactly as Marcus predicted, abusive relationship, friend, why didn't you say something? Marcus, I did. You said I was being judgmental. I stirred Marcus's ramen during evenings, processing everyone he encountered. He didn't choose to profile. Brain won't stop.
Spike here, steel fork. I sat at table during quiet mornings. Someone defended their observational nature. My owner, Sarah, 33, psychologist. People, you overthink everything. Sarah, I don't overthink. I notice everything. Big difference. Overthinking, anxiety, circular thoughts, imagining problems, noticing everything, observation, pattern recognition, data collection, completely different. They notice micro details others completely miss. Conversation with friend. Friend, talking about weekend plans, Sarah noticed. Used future tense for partner will go, but not present, we went. Pronoun slip, I, not we. When discussing decisions, pause before saying partner's name. Slight grimace mentioning couple activities. Friend, unaware, communicating relationship problems. Sarah, how are things with Alex? Friend, defensive, fine, why? Sarah, just checking, you seem distant when mentioning them. Friend burst into tears, confirmed. They collect data unconsciously, process it later. Sarah doesn't actively analyze during interaction. Brain automatically records verbal patterns, nonverbal cues, behavioral changes, emotional indicators. Later brain processes, connects patterns, generates insights, not overthinking, data synthesis. They're pattern detectives, not mind readers. Sarah, I don't read minds. I read patterns, human behavior. Patterns, someone anxious. Specific patterns, someone lying. Different patterns, someone depressed. Another set patterns. Sarah recognizes patterns. That's all, not magic. Observation plus experience plus pattern database. They wish they could turn it off sometimes. Sarah, watching movie, can't enjoy. Brain analyzing, character motiva. Tyon's relationship dynamics, psychological profiles, behavioral predictions. Friends, laughing, crying, invested. Sarah, that character has unresolved attachment trauma from parental abandonment. Friends, can you just watch the movie? Sarah, I am. This is how I watch. I sat at Sarah's table during mornings processing patterns. She didn't overthink. She noticed everything.
3 patterns, 3 validations, 3 truths. Mugsy held coffee during mornings, reading people, not judging. See unspoken more than spoken. Notice inconsistencies, verbal, nonverbal. Accurate observation, not overthinking. Read people automatically. Spoony stirred ramen during evenings, instant profiling, gather data from brief interactions, usually right, which makes weird. Can't turn off professional mode, see problems before happen. Psychology minded. Spike sat at table during mornings, noticing everything, notice micro details others miss. Collect data, unconsciously process later. Pattern detectives, not mind readers. Wish could turn off sometimes. You're not judgmental for analyzing everyone. Not overthinking for noticing patterns. Not weird for automatic profiling, you're psychology minded. That's not judgment. That's pattern recognition. That's observation. Hit like if you analyze everyone. Share with psychology minded who understand. Subscribe to Spoony and Friends, we validate observational minds. Question: do you automatically analyze people? Can you turn it off? Comment: you're not judgmental. You're psychology minded. And that's insightful.